On a chilly October evening in the quiet town of Maple Hollow, Nurse Emily Carter vanished without a trace. She was last seen leaving the hospital after her shift, smiling and waving to a co-worker. By dawn, panic swept to the town. Emily had never made it home. Her car was found the next morning on a lonely stretch of County Road 12, doors unlocked, keys still dangling in the ignition, and her purse untouched on the seat. There were no tire marks, no struggle, just silence. Emily wasn't the kind of woman to disappear. She was devoted to her patients, volunteered at church, and called her parents every evening. So when she went missing, the entire community mobilized. Search parties scoured the woods, volunteers handed out flyers, and local news called it Maple Hollow's darkest night. At first glance, it looked like a random act of violence, but Maple Hollow was about to learn that evil sometimes comes from within. As detectives traced Emily's last day, a hidden chapter of her life emerged. Beneath her gentle nature lay a secret. Emily had been in a romantic relationship with Dr. Nathan Reeves, a respected physician at the same hospital and a married man. The affair had been quiet, secretive, and guilt-ridden. Emily had told a close friend that she planned to end it that very night. "I can't do this anymore," she said. Claire deserved the truth. Claire Nathan's wife had been unaware of the affair. At least, that's what everyone believed. But detectives soon discovered that 2 weeks before Emily's disappearance, someone had slipped a note under Claire's windshield. It read, "He loves her more than you." Jealousy, betrayal, a love triangle on the verge of collapse. The motive began to take shape. The investigation began with a simple question. Who was the last person to see Emily alive? Phone records showed her final call was to Nathan Reeves. GPS data placed her phone near his farmhouse at 8:47 p.m., an hour before she vanished. When questioned, Nathan admitted Emily had stopped by to drop off medical forms, but insisted she left soon after. His wife, Claire, confirmed his alibi. Their composure was unsettling. Days turned into weeks with no breakthrough, until a hiker made a grim discovery. In the dense woods just half a mile from the Reeves property, police found a shallow grave. Inside lay Emily's body, still in her hospital scrubs, her badge clipped neatly to her chest. Forensics tied soil from the grave to samples taken from the Reeves' backyard garden. When confronted with this evidence, Nathan's calm began to crumble. Nathan eventually confessed, but not in the way detectives expected. He said Claire had killed Emily. According to Nathan, Claire had found Emily's messages and lured her to the farmhouse, pretending Nathan wanted to talk. When Emily arrived, Claire confronted her in a jealous rage. A struggle followed. Emily tried to flee, but Claire struck her, killing her instantly. Overwhelmed by guilt and fear, Nathan helped bury the body, hoping to protect his wife and preserve what was left of their family. But his silence became his undoing. The truth twisted the town into disbelief. The couple everyone admired, the doctor and his elegant wife, had conspired, in one way or another, to end the life of a woman loved by all. The courtroom overflowed with townspeople as Claire Reeves stood trial for second-degree murder. Her expression never changed as prosecutors detailed the confrontation that ended Emily's life. When the verdict came guilty, a hush fell over the room. Emily's parents wept quietly in the front row, holding hands. Nathan, stripped of his medical license, received a separate conviction for evidence tampering and served 5 years before disappearing from public view. The town of Maple Hollow was never the same. The old road where Emily's car was found has since become a quiet memorial site with a white cross, fresh flowers, and a photo of her smiling in her nurse's uniform. Every year, on the anniversary of her disappearance, townsfolk gather there not to remember the scandal, but to honor the compassion and light Emily brought into their lives. Because in Maple Hollow, they say, some hearts never stop healing even after they're gone.